heartwarming reunion this morning between a Sioux City man who suffered a heart attack and the men who saved his life. The organization Sleep in Heavenly Peace brought them all together in the first place. Rather than just delivering beds to kids in need, these volunteers did much more. KTIV's Taylor Deckert shares more on the life-saving measures that took place just a few weeks ago.
Delivered some mattresses, and last thing I knew is I set the mattress down and I went down on the ground.
Jay Shinzel started volunteering for Sleep in Heavenly Peace in December. His life changed forever on February 17th. He had a heart attack while out delivering beds for the organization.
The next thing I remember after that moment is the EMT guy saying, "Randy did a hell of a job."
Randy Kleinberg and Carl Peterson, volunteers for Sleep in Heavenly Peace, quickly reacted, performing CPR. The swift actions and teamwork was critical, saving Jay's life.
It was kind of surreal. Jay was laying on the floor, and I was a firefighter in Sioux City for 24 years, and all the training and all of the times that I've been on runs with them just kind of took over.
Jay spent 19 days in the hospital, transferred to Omaha for open heart surgery. Fast forward to Monday, the new brotherhood reunited for the first time since that day.
Words can't express it. These guys are, lifesavers. They're angels. They'll always be in my life.
We're a brotherhood here at Sleep in Heavenly Peace. So if you got time to spare, come help us out. If you get a chance to take CPR training, you just never know when you're going to use it.
The actions of these two men show the life-saving skills of CPR and teamwork that can be the difference between life and death.
Just glad to see Jay.
Yep, glad to see him here.
In Sioux City, Taylor Deckert, KTIV News 4.
To stay fresh on your CPR skills, the American Red Cross recommends you take a CPR class every 2 years to know the latest techniques. While at the hospital, Shinzel had double bypass valve replacement surgery. Then a few days later, he had surgery to implant a defibrillator and a pacemaker. Shinzel had open heart surgery in Omaha at Nebraska Medical Center. That's after Mercy One Siouxland Medical Center paused its open heart surgical programs. Shinzel's doctor at Mercy One in Sioux City says he continues to follow all of his appointments right here in town.
We do rehab, usually cardiac rehab. This is one of the most important things for recovery. Anything, imaging, testings, even if patients require procedures, further procedures like stenting in one of the vessels, all we do here when patients come back. So all their follow-up really happens at Mercy One.
Since Mercy One paused its open heart surgical program, there have been around 15 patients sent to other hospitals for open heart surgeries.